Welcome to HomePointe.com and our Style My Rental tips. The question we will answer in this video is, should you increase the rent on your rental property? The first order of business is to know what the current market rental rate is for your rental. Determining the current market rate should be done at least annually. To do this, you must survey like rental property in your neighborhood to determine what those units are rented for. This is an imperfect task as some owners may be asking too much or too little. You must gather enough data so that the averages give you accurate information. At HomePointe, obtaining a professional rent opinion is fast and easy. Directly from our website, you can obtain a good and fast rent opinion. There's a link to enter property data, and seconds later you'll have rental comps and an average. Keep in mind that the numbers in your survey may be slightly elevated in that these are numbers representing asking rents and not actual rents. Many landlords ask too much and end up sacrificing their credit standards. This means that they ask above market rents and end up renting to substandard tenants. While this is a fundamental mistake, it does drive your survey rents higher than they would be if competition was asking true market prices. True market rent is defined as the rent that will attract a willing and qualified tenant within 30 days. A better professional rent opinion is to contact HomePointe and provide us your rental property address, and we will provide you a professional rent opinion using proprietary advanced online databases and our better professional opinion. The best option for a pro is to contact us and provide us property address and the time we can come to your property. We'll use all of our resources, including an on-site property evaluation, to get you the most accurate, best professional rent opinion. Determining the fair market rent to charge is an important part of our services we provide. Let HomePointe help you determine the fair market rent. Undercharging rents can cost you a lot of income, and overcharging your rents can lead to longer vacancies and poor decisions when selecting residents. Not charging fair market rents to your existing residents can lead to your tenant not reporting maintenance issues. Knowing the fair market rent is a must for every rental property owner. If you find that your current rent is on the low end of the survey, below average, it's time to consider a rent increase. We normally suggest that the rent be raised no more than 3 to 5% annually. If you've been raising the rent each year, more than that will prompt an unwanted vacancy. Keep in mind that in California, you must give the tenant at least 30-day notice of the increase. If your increase in California is 10% or greater, you must give at least a 60-day notice of the increase. Do not be shy when it comes to giving rent increases. I subscribe to the theory that it is best to consider and try to give a modest rent increase annually. This keeps the tenant calling for repairs and will keep your property in better shape. Not giving an increase can backfire if they decide not to call for repairs to stay off the radar. A 2 to 3% increase each year will keep the bills paid and give you a return on your investment. Combining your increase letter with a nice thank you can go a long way to maintaining a good landlord-tenant relationship. My final thought is, if you have a vacancy, you should use the same method to determine the true market rent. You can always start at the top of the survey price point and work your way down every 10 days if you do not attract a qualified applicant. I hope that we have fully answered the common landlord question, is it time to increase the rent? Thank you for watching this episode of Style My Rental, brought to you by HomePointe Property Management, the place to be.